Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Becoming podcast. This is the podcast where I share my personal development journey with you on my journey of becoming a millionaire. And I hope you will join me on this journey. So, if you've been following this podcast, you will know that we've been reading from this book, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers. And today, we are in the chapter, I believe it's chapter 8, that is all about how to develop million-dollar pricing. Million-dollar pricing. Now, according to the author, Rachel, we should price according to the value we bring to the table. Okay, not according to the time it takes you to actually deliver the service. So a lot of us, especially when you're used to doing the 9 to 5, you price based on hours. She says never ever ever do that. Price based on value. Price based on value. The difference you're making in your clients' lives. Price according to that and not the hours you put in. Okay, so I'll just go to the back of the chapter where she gives the chapter summary. And she says that due to imposter syndrome and systemic racism and misogyny, you are likely way undercharging for your labor. And basically, she's talking to women and she's saying that because of imposter syndrome is when women just don't feel we're good enough. No matter how good we are, we just don't feel we're good enough. Okay. And due to systemic racism and misogyny, women are undercharging for our labor. And I know it's true. I hold my hands high. She says you can and should raise your prices significantly, whether you are an entrepreneur or an employee. So, according to Rachel, whether you work for somebody or work for yourself, please do not undercharge yourself. Do not under earn. Okay. And I think that's so true. I know that for me, it's been a journey that I've been on because previously, maybe because I thought I wasn't good enough, or for one reason or the other, or maybe just lacked the confidence, I did not feel I could charge for what I was worth. But as a result of reading this book, I said to myself, no, I have to stop under earning, stop undercharging. If people don't want my services, no problem. But I'm going to charge for what I'm worth. And I hope you will do the same. Her second point is that you should use value based pricing rather than hourly or comparison pricing to determine the true value of your work. And that's the one I mentioned earlier. So, price based on the value, based on the difference you're making in the marketplace, and not based on the hour or how long it takes you to work. Okay. Her third point is you should double your prices to get your wages to a reasonable value. Rachel says no matter how much you're charging people, double it. And for me, I'll just give you a quick story. So at the Christian Millionaire Book Club, I run a challenge called the Double Your Income Challenge. And initially, I was charging a certain price, but I realized based on reading Rachel's book and other mentors' books that I know I could not keep the price at that price. So I've doubled it. And I found I doubled it within a month, and the same number of people still paid for that new doubled rate. Can you imagine? So that means I could have continued undercharging and underpricing, or I could double it, and it did not make a difference to the people who bought because they still saw that I was going to give them far more value than the price I was charging. Okay, so whatever prices you are charging, I'm telling you, like what Rachel is saying, double it. I've tried it and it works. People will still pay you because they can see the value you're going to bring and the difference you're going to bring into their lives and their businesses. Okay. So she says, double your prices to get your wages to a reasonable value, and do not let limiting beliefs, aka broadcast thoughts. So as you know, she has thoughts that she believes are broadcast thoughts, and broadcast thoughts are thoughts that, oh, maybe if I charge people too much, they might not stay with me. Maybe I'm not good enough. She says, get rid of those thoughts. Okay, get rid of them because they prevent you from doubling your prices. Last month, I doubled my prices just based on this advice alone, and I still got the same number of people signing up for my service. So please double your price. Then she goes on to say that studies show that when women earn more, the world improves. Women contribute economically to our greater society at higher rates than men. I mean, studies have shown it, so I don't need to argue about that. She says you can have a much larger impact on the world when you are earning more. I think that's true because as a female, the number of people relying on you is a lot. I know for myself, the amount of responsibilities we have is immense. So the more money you earn, the greater good you can actually have and do. And finally, she says, you are generous enough. Okay, so stop giving away your time, your effort, and labor and start building real wealth. And that's going to be my final message to you. This message is a message that I have implemented and I'm still on my journey of implementing. Not to give free advice. Stop giving away free advice. Sometimes someone may say, oh, can I just have a quick chat with you? That quick chat being an hour worth of your time that you're giving away for free. I love what Dr. Myron Golden said. He said, an hour of my time is worth at least $25,000. I'm not going to waste it just doing something that is not insignificant or something that's not going to bring him meaning. Okay, so remember, you are already generous. You've been generous. I've been generous. So let's stop giving away our time, our effort, and our labor and for free and start building real wealth. If you do not have a link to the book, please, or if you don't have the book already, click on the description and I will put the link for this book. I think this book is so worth it. Please get a copy. And if you're reading any interesting book or attending any interesting courses that you would love for me to attend, please let me know. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care. Bye bye.